Today's video is sponsored by Anchor. Hey guys, so for the first time in over a decade, I actually went ahead and switched for an entire weekend from my iPhone over to the latest Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Yes, in over a decade, I've never used any other device as my primary device other than the iPhone. But this was the first time. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to see what Samsung had to offer and if there was anything I would actually like from this device better than I do on the iPhone. Now, keep in mind that this isn't going to be your spec by spec comparison. This was an entire weekend of using the Galaxy S25 Ultra as my primary device, and there's actually a few things I would love for Apple to bring to the iPhone that is available on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, I will have some spec comparison, but this video is going to be based on my experience for an entire weekend from using the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra as my primary device. So the first thing I want to talk about is design, and obviously design always comes down to personal preference, but I think both designs work very well. Obviously the iPhone has a more rounded edges around the display, as you can see right there, so a more rounded off design, and the Galaxy just has sharp edges across the entire design of this device, but they both feel comfortable to hold, so it's not like I prefer one over the other. Honestly, I didn't really even notice the difference. They're both comfortable to hold. The iPhone is a little bit heavier than the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and the Samsung phone obviously has the S Pen, which I never got a chance to use. Now, I know some users use the S Pen for note-taking or for sketch. I don't do any of that with this. I didn't find myself actually using it. I'm not sure if it's because I'm so used to the iPhone and not having an S Pen, but I didn't find any use for it. The only thing I thought I would use it for was as a camera shutter control, but Samsung actually removed that feature from this latest device and latest S Pen. So to be honest, in terms of the S Pen, I didn't find myself using it at all with the latest Galaxy S25 Ultra. But again, that could be due to the fact that I'm always using the iPhone without any stylus or anything like that. But again, design always comes down to preference. They both look phenomenal in my opinion, comfortable to hold. The iPhone is slightly heavier. Now, something worth mentioning as an iPhone user, I've noticed that the actual display on the Galaxy S25 Ultra is actually brighter outdoors than the iPhone's display. It was crisp and clear, nice and bright, even under direct sunlight. It is something that actually blew me away when I saw how bright this display can actually get. Now, I'm not saying that the iPhone's display isn't bright, it's just the Galaxy S25's display seems to be brighter. Next, I want to talk about battery life and charging. There's one charging feature that I would love for Apple to bring over to the iPhone that it is now available on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and that is a feature that tells you how long it would actually take until your device is fully charged. And I think this is super important information, right? So if you want to go ahead and charge your device, you plug it in, you can actually tell how long it will take until it's fully charged. Now, when it comes to charging these devices, I've actually been using the Anchor 45-watt charger, and this is the perfect charger for any Samsung phone, to be honest, with superior safety features and multi-protection. It is 30% smaller than the original 45-watt charger, and some of its superior features include a short circuit protection, high voltage protection, a temperature control protection, which safeguards your devices. With its fold-in design and portability, you can basically take it with you anywhere. So in regards to battery life, no complaints. Very similar to iPhone battery life. I think the Galaxy got me through the entire day every single time without any issues. I like the fact that it tells you how long it will take until fully charged, and I like this really cool animation on the bottom of the screen when you plug your Galaxy to charge. I think it looks really nice. Now, one of my favorite features is the Now bar. Now, the Now bar is very similar to live activities on iPhone. You can interact with different apps that are running in the background. They have this really cool UI. I think the implementation is phenomenal. You can further customize it in settings. You can go ahead and add any application basically to run on the Now bar. Here you see that you can further customize it, rather is with any workout or health app, or perhaps voice recordings or anything that you would like. You can add it to the Now bar, including those morning briefs, which I really like. And this is easily one of my favorite features of the brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, when it comes to raw power, let's take a look at some of these numbers here. So the iPhone did complete the test first. You see here the multi-core score. It's 8,652 versus 9,574. So in the multi-core department, the Galaxy device actually outperformed the iPhone. Now, when it comes to single core performance, this is a major difference here as well. So 2,998 on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and take a look at the iPhone, a 3,505 on the single core score. So the iPhone outperforms the Galaxy on single core score, and on multi-core score, the Galaxy destroys the iPhone. So take that as you will, but that is the raw power running Geekbench 6 on both of these devices. And then of course there's the cameras. Now there's so much ground to cover when it comes to cameras that I'll have a separate video on the cameras of both of these devices. But my initial thoughts after using the Galaxy S25 Ultra for several days, I have to say that the video quality on the iPhone is much better, but the photo quality on the Galaxy S25 Ultra is years ahead of the competition, to be honest. Now, when capturing pictures, obviously both devices can remove objects from pictures, but I think Samsung has done a much better job. And let me show you here. We have the same picture on both devices here. So let's go here into the iPhone, click on the cleanup tool, use Apple Intelligence to highlight these AirPods and remove them from the palm. Right there, you see Apple Intelligence goes to work, but you see some sort of distortion. So take a look here on the Galaxy device here. So let's go ahead and try the same thing here. Let's go ahead and use the object removal tool. It automatically recognizes the AirPods in my hands here. I can erase them away just like so, and the results are really mind-blowing actually, because you actually see my entire hand on this device, and on the iPhone you obviously see sort of a touch-up blending error, as you can see right here. So let me give you a closer look and take a look at that. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra definitely did a lot better than the iPhone. Now, last but not least, I also want to talk about the software experience, because to be honest, the main reason I use iOS is because of the software experience in the ecosystem. But this time around, with the latest updates coming to the Galaxy S25 Ultra's UI, there's a lot of similarities, so using the Galaxy was a lot easier this time around. For example, the app switcher here, they look basically identical, as you can see right here with this latest update. On the top right on the iPhone, we have Control Center. So on the top right of the Galaxy, we have Control Center as well, as you can see right there. On the top left, we have the Notification Center. Again, very similar. So when I use this device, now it feels very familiar and it's a lot easier to use. Even on the lock screen, there's a lot of similarities here as well. As you can see right here, even the way the software operates and things look and even feel when you're customizing the lock screen on both devices are very similar. You can customize the clock, as you can see right there, with different font colors and different font sizes. And obviously where the Galaxy really shines is with the vast amount of options available for further customizing the lock screen of your device. Android's always been known for providing users with a ton of options for customizing, not yet available on iPhone, but in terms of UI, they're very similar in many ways. My experience with the Galaxy S25 Ultra was a good experience for this past weekend of using this device. Both devices are really good, so you can't go wrong with either one. Either way, guys, I want to say thank you to Anker once again for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you check out Anker's new 45-watt fast charger. Links will be in the description down below. The perfect charger to charge your Samsung S device. Make sure you check it out. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.